Hello, 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 and welcome to this week's live stream. How is everyone doing? I am so sorry that I'm a few minutes late, and also I'm sorry for that odd delay intro to things, but I kind of forgot where I was for a minute. I was like trying to sort everything out, log everything in, and I was like, where am I again? Oh yeah, we're doing the live stream. So welcome guys to this weekend's live stream. If you're new here, extra big welcome. We are so happy to have you. And just for the we'll do the housekeeping, just to get it out of the way. First, if you're new to these live streams, they happen every other weekend, 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, which is 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, and about 5 in the morning if you're watching from Australia and New Zealand. I always like to say, if you are, you get an extra big love from me because that's dedication. Now, these live streams are completely free. There is no cost whatsoever to ask a question, take part, or anything like that. And I know they're a bit of a rarity here on YouTube. It used to be like live streams every 2 minutes, but now very few content creators do. But I love them. I love sitting down with you guys every other weekend and just chit-chatting all things skincare. So yeah, get your question in. You only need to ask it once. I go through the comments in the order in which they come in, so everybody has a fair chance of having their comment read and responded to. So drop your comment in the chat and I will get round to you as soon as possible. As always, I like to say a big thank you to Tom, who is our moderator, and he is just keeping everything in check, making sure that everyone can have an enjoyable troll-free time, and it won't be possible without him. So a big thank you to Tom. And as we kick off, I'm just going to say some hellos to people, and then we're going to jump straight into things. Let me see, let me just make sure everything is set up. Right, first of all, Tina, great to see you. Tom, wonderful to have you. Chris, to Amy, to Carolyn, to Nancy, to Leslie, to Angela, great to have all you guys here. Big hello to Betty, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. To Fristenberg, to Crusita, great to have you. To Gargoyle Kitten, I love that name. Best YouTube name around. We love that. Sending you so much love. To B, to Sharon, to Suzanne, great to see you guys. And to the gentle Lurcher, love to see you too, my love. Aileen, great to have you. And Kelly, wonderful to see you there. There are so many other people in the live chat, and I will get through to saying hello to everyone as we go through. But before we kick things off, as we give people a chance to join, give people a chance to get their questions in and all of that good stuff, I thought we'd take a quick look at some new skincare stuff that's happened in the last 2 weeks since we were last on together. Some new skincare bits and pieces. Well, first and foremost, this landed on my doorstep. This is the new Remedy hand cream, which I'll read you the blurb so we can see, because I got this, they sent me this in PR. I love this, love the little PR package. It just said, last year our original hand remedy with retinol became our bestseller for intensive repair. You asked for a high performance retinoid free alternative suitable for pregnancy with easier to open packaging. This is what we introduced. This is like a daily multiple application sort of hand cream, which, you know what, I think there is space in the market for a good, well formulated hand cream. Let's have a look. This, honestly, let me tell you, the best packaging I have ever seen on a hand cream. I don't know if you can I wish you could feel this through the screen. So it's got the flip top cap, which is, I was going to say really easy to use. When you're not clumsy like me, easy to use. It's got a really narrow dispenser, which I personally love because it means you're not getting a load of product out in one. And this is like soft gel, so it's super easy to use. I think this is going to be a great option for people that maybe have a bit of dexterity issues or challenges, struggle with standard packaging, maybe need something that's a little bit easier to use. This is the easiest to apply hand cream ever. It's matte, so it doesn't leave that greasy slick all over your keypad, your phone, which I love. And it generally lasts quite a long time. So I've been using it for the past 3 days, and I would say I'm applying it 3 times a day. So you can throw this in your handbag 3 times a day. I like the fact that this lock is actually fairly tight, so it's not going to leak over your handbag. 3 times a day, more than enough, I think. You could probably get away with twice a day application. Absolutely stunning. I would still use a retinoid on your hands on an evening, but for those day-to-day things, this is really great. I love this packaging. I mean, completely unnecessary, but you know, I like it, so it's all good. We also saw the re-emergence of an old favourite. This will demonstrate who's been around the channel the longest, because Who remembers back in the day? Who remembers back in the day where I was like the ultimate fan of the oat cleansing balm by the Inky List? 5 years ago. It was my go-to cleanser. It was the only one I used. I recommended it to everyone, sung its praises, and I know so many of you guys used it too. Then they reformulated. They denied that they ever reformulated, but they did because the whole product changed. It split, it was nasty, it was just an awful product. They took a holy grail and turned it into garbage. They denied that they'd ever reformulated it. They clearly had. But 5 years later, they've reformulated back to the original with some extra oat. So this launched, I believe it launched as exclusive on the old Tickety Tockety shop. Not sure if I'm allowed to say this on these live streams. So I think it launched as exclusive there, but it's coming to the main stores in I think next month. Anyway, this is their oat cleanser balm. So this is the 50ml version. They also do a 150ml version. I actually think the 150ml version is about £3 more. So I don't know why. I just misgauged the size. Anyway, I bought the small one. This is back how I remember it, but better. So if you loved this first time round, you are going to adore this now. It's so good. And it has a higher amount of percentage of the oat extract, so it's calming and soothing. Anyway, it's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's good to have it back. Will I forgive them for reformulating my Holy Grail then denying they ever reformulated? No, but time's a healer. It's been 5 years. I've got to let it go. So that's that. And then what else? What else have I been trying that I've actually really, really loved? This. This I got because tinted sunscreens. I'm doing a tinted sunscreen video in the next week. You guys have been asking for it. I have no experience with tinted sunscreens. It's not something I use. So I've been trying out lots of different ones to kind of test. This one, I would like a cheeky sneak peek to that, tinted sunscreen video. This is the Vitamin C Wonder Tint by Garnier. Love Garnier. Since they went cruelty-free, I've been using them so often. Love them. This has vitamin C, niacinamide glycerin, so lightly brightening. But I would say this is probably the nicest of the tints that I've found on a tinted sunscreen. It does have fragrance in it, so if you're somebody that wants to avoid fragrance, this won't be for you. But for everyone else, I think it's a great option. They do light, medium, and dark, or deep. I can't remember if they call it dark or deep. I think they call it deep. Anyway, I went with light. I think this is perfect for me now. I wish I'd gone for the medium because I think that would be better for me in summer. But anyway, it is what it is. I actually really like it. Beautiful finish. Great level of protection. It ticks a lot of the boxes. I just think, I wish I'd just gone for the medium. But anyway, we live and learn, and it was only £7, so I think I'll just pick up the medium. Anyway, so that's what I've been trying this week. Has anyone got any new skincare that they've tried? Anything they want to recommend or tell people to avoid? Let me know. So let's get into some of the questions. First of all, we've got Tina says, "Hi Rob, I noticed Superdrug have a Geek and Gorgeous sale on right now. What do you think are the best products?" Oh, first of all, I didn't know they had a sale on. I will be looking into that as soon because I do need to stock up on some of my favourites. I think my favourites from Geek and Gorgeous, this is their A game. This is the one that I probably use most from them. This is my go-to retinoid. I just love it. They do 3 strengths. It's retinol. It's over the counter. It's well formulated. It's really inexpensive. I love that. I do love the Power Peptides as well. I think that's a really nice peptide product, especially if you're looking to keep it affordable and keep it simple with your peptides, but effective. I think unsung hero from their collection would be the Stress Less. Nobody talks about it, but it's a really nice, calming, soothing, and great. Use it with your vitamin C because it's centella based, so it'll help boost your vitamin C. Just a really, really nice range of products. But those would be my top 3 if I had to pick. Oh, and their sunscreen. Their sunscreen is amazing. How can I forget their sunscreen? If you haven't tried their sunscreen yet, give it a go. It is phenomenal. Tom says, "Looking forward to seeing everyone here this afternoon." This afternoon, if you're in Canada like Tom. This evening, if you're here in the UK. But wherever in the world you are, great to have you, Tom. And also great to see everybody. So yeah, let me know what time it is with you guys, because I kind of naively assume everyone's on my time zone. They're not. Amy says, "Happy Saturday, everyone. Looking forward to chatting today. Looking forward to chatting too, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you." You have to let me know, Amy. Have you tried the Medicate PDRN exosome? Yeah, you'll have to let me know what your thoughts are. Caroline says, "Hi madaboutskin family, I hope your family's doing well. Just planted my vegetable garden today. We love that." I'm looking out at mine. The torrential rain we've had hasn't helped things, but I've got Jerusalem artichoke growing. I've got broad beans, and I've got tomatoes. So I smell like bug juice. I'll wait till after the live stream to shower. It's always good. It's always good to get the garden off, but I like being out in nature. I'd say that my vegetable garden was looking better before the torrential rain. Chris says my iPad just went crazy, started another video in the background. Glad I fixed it before the live. There's nothing worse when you've got like 8 different things going at once. I know the feeling. Nan says, hope everyone's having a good weekend. Rob, do you recommend mixing castor oil with your anti-aging oil at night? Yes, that's what I personally do. So you can mix castor oil. So you should definitely mix castor oil. On its own, not good. So on its own, castor oil is very thick, it's very viscous, it's a nightmare. You should definitely mix your castor oil. You can do it with pretty much anything. You can mix it with jojoba, rosehip seed oil is a really good option. The madaboutskin Ultimate Anti-Aging Oil is a really nice option because it's a blend of different lighter oils. Basically what you need to mix it with is something that's lighter than castor oil to thin it through. Yes, I use the madaboutskin anti-aging oil. That works best for me. But you can use, there's a whole host of other things out there that you could use. So yeah, it's fine. I would just say make sure that whatever oil you mix it with, it's of a lighter viscosity than the castor oil, because that's kind of the purpose. Leslie, great to see you, my love. Happy Sunday morning if you're in Australia. Day ahead, and it's the morning. Angela says, hi, Rob, and hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm really enjoying the Dr. Althea Vitamin C. Haven't tried, that's the one in the orange bottle, isn't it? Haven't tried that one yet, but it's on my, like, want to try list. Been using it with the Deep Wave Serum from Purito. Really sorted out my texture. First of all, I love the idea of that combo. I think that could work really, really well. I haven't tried that Dr. Althea one. I need to give it a go. I might add it to my next Korean skincare order, because I think that's going to be the one that I go for. Amy says, Rob, can we have all the updates? All the updates. First of all, Amy, you had the crown. At the time of writing this, you had the crown. Number 1, the crown. All the updates. So I've updated on what I love so far, like new things this week. What have I got updates? For the madaboutskin brand, the cleanser. If anyone's interested in the cleanser, which has been out of stock for the longest time, it is back. It's back a week today. So if anyone's interested in the madaboutskin cleanser, it is back today, a week today, so that's quite exciting. We'll continue to do it with our duo with, I haven't got one to hand, I should have one. We'll continue to do it with our, like, the cleansing duo with the cleansing cloths. That's where you get 2 cleansers, 2 cloths together. That will be back as well. So I know a lot of people have been asking when that little duo is coming back. It'll be a week today, which I'm very excited about. We also should be launching the cleansing balm in the next sort of month, so watch out for that. That is really the only updates I've got. There's lots of things like bubbling under, but nothing like concrete that I can share. I guess the good news is as well from the madaboutskin brand is our shipping is flowing smoothly now. We've got our new shipping contract is in full swing. We've got multiple different distribution sites now, which is going really, really well, and things are reported. People are reporting back that things are going a lot smoother and a lot quicker, so that's really good. The average time to the US is 7 days now. To Canada is 8 days. To Australia is 6 days, which baffles me that it can get to Australia quicker than it can the US. But anyway, that's all good news. So yeah, if anybody does want to try the madaboutskin products with the new shipping, use the code SHIP4FREE, SHIP, the number 4, FREE, all capital letters, all one word, ship for free, and that will get you free shipping on your order. So you can try out our new shipping service, which everyone is reporting back is working much quicker, much better, and just overall people seem very, very happy about it, which is music to my ears. So for this weekend only, if you did want to try any of the products, but you don't want to pay for shipping, and let's be honest, who does? Use the code SHIP4FREE, SHIP, number 4, FREE, all capital letters on one word, and that will get you it completely free, which, yeah, I just think, why not? Why not? If we can get I tell you what, do you know what? I'm just going to make it easier. For people. Free shipping. There you go. I've actually just taken the shipping off for this weekend. And then people don't have to be messing around with discount codes and all that nonsense. So yes, free shipping this weekend. So you can try our new shipping service. If you did want to order from now, for literally, I'll just click go on that. So from now, if you wanted to order anything from the madaboutskin range, completely free shipping, no matter where in the world you happen to be. this weekend only. So yes, expires on Monday. No code needed, just place your order. If you place your order during the live stream, I'll give you a shout out. Say hi. I'll give you a little cheeky shout out. Let me just bring the orders up. So yeah, anyone orders on the live stream, I will give you a shout out and say hi. But no matter where in the world you live, if you order this weekend, free shipping, and that is also compatible with all other discounts. So if you've got a discount code that you want to use or anything like that, you absolutely can do, and you'll still get free shipping. So there you go. Andrew says, anyone heard of Tac NYC? It's an American brand, bougie for me, but not as expensive as the skin. No, I have never heard of them. I will check that out. Let me see. TACHNYC. Thank you. You guys always have like your finger on the pulse of new skincare and things like that. I will try them out. Betty, great to see you, my love. Tom says, any bets on Well Robble Shop today? My money's on 6 minutes late. Tom, you are spot on. It was 6 minutes. I started logging in at 5 minutes past. I actually logged in at 6 minutes past. So you are absolutely spot on, Tom. Amy says 7 minutes late. Amy, how dare you? How dare you add an extra minute to it? Carolyn says, I think he's here reading the comments, hedging his bets. I wish. It was just lateness, Carolyn. Just lateness. Tina says, 5 minutes late, bring a pot of tea. I did bring a tea with me, so... Can't argue with that, Tina. You know me too well. Let's have a look and see. Chris says, Rob, late? No. I think you've been sarky there, Chris. I think you've been sarcastic. Either that or you have ultimate faith in me. We'll see. Just sending a big shout out. Just give a big shout out to Darlene. Great to see you, my love. I know you're on the live stream, so sending a big love. Took advantage of the free shipping. So to, I believe, the US. Let me see how well I know where everyone is. US. Thank you, Darlene, taking advantage of that free shipping. Thank you so much. Like I say, if anybody does place an order, you don't need a code or anything. Free shipping just all this weekend, so people could try out the new shipping service, which people are reporting is a lot quicker than the older one, which is music to my ears, because that's what we want to get sorted. And the team have been working flat out to get all the orders sorted. So we have no backlog. Literally, orders will be dispatched tomorrow. So anyone that orders today, it will be dispatched tomorrow. There is no backlog. There is no fee for shipping. Fill your boots. I hope I haven't just created a backlog. The team will go really mad for me. Karen says, how do you... Oh, wait. No. I've lost where I'm in the chat. Bear with me. Where am I? Oh, no. Where am I? Oh, here we are. Right, I'm back. Right, so, Fritzberg says, hi everyone, so happy there's a live stream. Welcome, Fritzberg, we love you, and so glad you could join. Chrisita says, hope you're well, can't wait to try my latest order from madaboutskin. Thank you so much, and thank you for your order. Much appreciated. Fritzberg says, my guess is Robbie's 8 minutes late. Fritzberg, you far too pessimistic. No, 6 minutes. You doubted me by a full 2 minutes there. I hope the move went well as well, my love. I've been thinking of you. I hope the move went really well. Gargoyle Kitten said, good afternoon from the beaches and the coastline of Rhode Island. I would love to go to Rhode Island. I want to go to see some of the big Gilded Age mansions in Newport. That's like my go-to like bucket list thing at the moment, so I would love to go look around them. Hope you're doing well. Thrilled to be here. Thrilled to have you here, my love. Thank you so much for sending love to Rhode Island. Caroline says, I've been using the Torridon brightening serum. Oh, I love that. Sorry, Fristenberg says, Amy, we've missed you in the live streams. Well, Amy's back. And not only is she back, she now has a crown. She's back and she's hitting hard. She has the crown. Caroline says, I've been using the Torridon brightening serum that Rob recommended. It's really nice. Vitamin C is a little too sensitive to me. This serum is awesome. It's my go-to. I love it. It is somewhere here. This one. The Torridon Cell Amazing Brightening Ampule. So good. 5 different forms of vitamin C, really gentle, but actually genuinely works. Like, I find it works so well. So yeah, definitely would recommend. Tina says, awful weather here in the UK. Yeah. We had summer already. We had like 2 weeks of scalding hot heat. Literally like a sweat fest. And that's summer. Done. We have no more summer here in the UK. That's it. Over. What's really sad is with the UK, that's actually the case. We only get one summer a year and we've had it. Just had a heat pump installed at home, was just in time for the hot weather. Tom was just rubbing it in that the hot weather's hit Canada. I did the same to him like a week ago. I was bragging with the, oh Tom, I've got my shorts on, living my, summer fantasy, while Tom was shivering in Canada. now the tides have turned and Tom's rubbing it in. He's getting his own back. Christopher said, haven't actually moved yet because of work and concerts, but in the middle of a dreaded packing down my old apartment. Oh yeah, the whole like, my advice for Christopher is throw. Be ruthless, because when I moved about 2 years ago now, I took so much stuff with me that I've ended up throwing this side. I'm like, I wish I'd just thrown it before I moved, if that makes sense. Betty says he's making a good cup of tea. Rob's your favourite tea. So I only drink, this makes me sound very exclusive and bougie, I'll only drink Betty's tea, which is from a really nice tea house in Harrogate. So Taylors of Harrogate have a tea shop called Betty's. Betty's tea is the best tea on planet Earth. So that is the only tea that will pass my lips. I didn't think I was a tea snob. But then I tried Betty's tea, about 3 years ago, and I loved it. It's not that much more expensive. It's fractionally more expensive, but it's not like break the bank expensive. And ever since then, every time I drink another cup of tea, like I go out and drink another tea, I'm like, oh god, this is awful. Oh, terrible. So now I'm like a full tea snob. So yeah, if anyone that hasn't tried Betty's tea, I absolutely love it. Do you know what I need to do? So we've got one of to coincide with the cleansing balm. To coincide with the cleansing balm launch. We are doing like I've got to plan this in like the next month. I'm gonna do like an all-day live stream, one of our big live streams to coincide with that, which I'm super excited about. We have got some tote bags to obviously give away with that. Very excited about that. You guys love the tote bags. I love the tote bags. I haven't even got one here. I've got some under the desk. Yeah, love a good tote bag. Let me know if you'd like me to get like a bulk order of Betty's tea. If anyone across the world wants to try this is my go-to tea. If anyone wants to, try it, and I could do it as like a giveaway I could pick some random people. We could do like a tea giveaway with the orders. If you want that, I can do that. I practically have them on speed dial at this point because it's so good. I order so often from them. So if you want that, let me know. If we'd like a tote and tea giveaway, let me know. Let's see. Tom says packing is the worst. I volunteer Amy come over and help you. Yes, Amy's already volunteered herself. She's on the way, Tom. She's on the way. I will just advise Anita, be ruthless, because the worst thing is when you start throwing things out at the other end, because you're like, I could have just saved myself the hassle and not moved with it. I did it. Take my advice. Don't do it. Leslie says, how's everyone finding the new serum from madaboutskin? I'm loving the texture. Oh, this is the dark spot serum. Do you know what? I didn't know how well this was going to sell. I was kind of like, I thought it would have its like core fans, but I didn't think it'd sell that well because hyperpigmentation isn't everyone's skin concern. This has become our bestseller. This almost sells as well as the peptide serum, which has been like crazy. I've just had to reorder the bulk for this and more of the packaging because it sold out a lot quicker than I thought it was going to do. It just went mad. It is still in stock. We have about 10% of the units remaining, but there is a restock on the way. Everyone seems to be going mad for it, which I'm very happy about. I mean, I created it because I felt there was a gap in the market, and everyone's gone mad for it. If you did want to try it, it is currently 3 for 2. So the peptide and the dual action dark spot serum are both 3 for 2 at the moment. You can't mix and match. The system won't let you do that. You have to like buy 3. So if you place 3 of the peptide in your basket, when you check out, you'll only be paying for 2. If you place 3 of the dark spot serum in your basket when you check out, you'll only be paying for 2. You can buy 3 of each, and at the checkout, you'll get discounts on both. That's fine, and it's unlimited free shipping this weekend. So if you just want to buy one, you won't be paying for shipping. If you just want to try one of it, that's fine. You won't be paying for shipping, so why not? That actually ends. Those 3 for 2s both end at the end of this weekend. I just thought, we'll keep on going because it's been selling so well. And I think people are like stocking up because save the air miles, save some money, and have some stock, which kind of makes sense. Big thank you to Edward for your order. Thank you, Ed. Much appreciated. Taking advantage of that free shipping, which we love. I have noticed, Ed, that you have bought 2 of the copper peptide serum. If you to put 3 in your basket, 1 would be free anyway. So I'll put the free one in for you. I know you're watching, so don't worry, I've got you covered. I will put the free one in. It is 3 for 2, so I will put the free third one in for you. Don't need to do anything. I'll pack it after this live stream, and I'll put the extra one in for you. That's all good. So if anyone did want to take advantage of the free shipping, it's all this weekend. Any amount, you can buy just 1 moisturiser and you'll get it for free shipping wherever in the world you live. And I'll give you a shout out on the live stream. So fill your boots and I'll give you a shout out. Tom says 106, he joined. Called it, Tom, you were spot on. Literally spot on. Amy says you guys are in cahoots. No, I promise. I did text Tom about 30 minutes before the live stream, but there was no contact since then. So we are not in cahoots. I promise. I promise. He just knows me too well. B says, hi from Texas. It's Becky. Sorry, late. What did I miss? Becky, welcome, my love. Sending you lots of love to Texas. Let's see. Suzanne, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous with you. And the Gentle Lurcher says, how many steps do you have in your AM and PM routines? It does change. It varies. I don't think I've got a set morning and evening routine. Lots of things depend on like what time I have, what I'm doing at the it is variable. I would say the average is probably 6 steps in the morning, 8 in the evening. 6 in the morning, 8 in the evening, I would say is probably an average. But that might seem like a lot to people. That might seem like not a lot to others. It depends. But I would say 6 in the morning, 8 on an evening. I do always like vary it depending how much time I have. So for example, on the morning, I used to get up, get ready, take the kids to school, and I would do like a 3-step routine because I was always rushing. What I now do is get up, take the kids to school, come back, shower, do my full skincare routine. So I look a bit messy on the school run, but I can do my full routine and kind of reset to then get on with my day while the kids are at school. So I have done short routines. I now do a slightly longer one because I now have some time, and it's quite nice to decompress from the frantic morning of people screaming, where's my school jumper? Where's this? Where's that? You know what I mean? It's nice to just like, oh, peace. Everyone's at school. So yeah, I would say I probably do more now than I did say like 2 months ago. Now I've realised that I'd rather look messy on the school run and then come home and do it properly than try and look put together. That's my view. I don't know. Are we doing like anyone with kids out there? Do you do like put together or messy on the school run? I'm definitely on the messy side. Right. Rimalis Force. Great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Julie, great to have you. Hope all is fantastic with you, my love. Aileen, great to see you. Amy says Tom is the bomb. Tom's always been the bomb. Like, yes. Fully agree, Amy. Fully agree. Kelly, wonderful to see you, my love. Scott says good morning from SoCal. So glad everyone has dream time. Yeah, do you know what? Great to see you, Scott. And I was laughing with a friend about California because a friend of mine who came from California was we were having a drink and we were just chatting. He goes to the same gym as me. And he was like, I said, oh, I'm not sure if I should have this. Like, you know, when you think, I think this is going to be a bit of a, and he was like, oh, YOLO. I was like, I'm sorry, love, what do you mean? He was like, YOLO. I was like, yeah, I don't know what that means. What do you mean? He was like, oh, it's a California thing. I was like, you only live once. He was like, it's a California thing. He was like, for about 20 years ago. I was like, right. So your reference point is dated and a different country. And he was like, yeah, okay. And that gave me a little chuckle. Apparently that's a California thing. I don't know if you can relate, Scott, but he said it and he was like, yeah, I think I'm showing my age. I was like, yeah. But I did YOLO and I had the drink that I thought might be a bad mistake. It was delicious, but it was also a terrible mistake. Nicella, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Scott says my voice to text is killing me. Yeah, but you gave me a laugh the other day on text, Scott, so I'm okay with that. I think like voice to text is great, but my favorite thing is at the moment my phone does this thing where if I get a voicemail, it translates it for me. And my gran called me, and she has a very thick Yorkshire accent, and the voice notes don't deal well with Yorkshire accents, it turns out. So my gran rang me, left a voice note. It was something like, it was just like completely like, hi Rob, so go. I was like, don't know what that means. Rushing back, loads of letters, and then at the end of it just said, still with it. I was like, cheers, Gran. I mean, I don't know to this day what she said because it translated for me. She wouldn't have said any of those things. I was like, oh, great. she's still with it. So yeah, I find that I don't know if anyone else's phone does this. If they translate your answer machine messages, your voicemails, never works well. Never works well. Regina, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Yeah, we're all team don't stop with the voice to text, Scott. We love it. We love it. Betty says, I'm well, thanks, Rob. Well, glad to hear it, my love. Hope all is fabulous. Angela says, yeah, I won't voice to text because of my accent. I do find that most of these like AI services that have like good translation or voice to text are very prejudiced against Yorkshire accents. As a Yorkshireman, never picks it up. Like never picks it up. And it's never in a good way. And like, yeah, never in a good way. I appreciate my accent is quite difficult to understand sometimes. I get that, but I do find that they're never particularly friendly to the Yorkshire accent. But then I also struggle if I ring a call centre, I like ring to sort something out with a bill, and I ring a call centre, and that call centre's in another country. Like quite a few of them are. They also struggle with the Yorkshire accent, which understandable, and that is how my water account, my Thames Water or Southern Water, I can't remember which I was with at the time. Anyway, my water account, when I rang up the bill to change my address, and it was routed to a call centre that was based in, I believe it was India. I think it was India. Anyway, it got through to a lovely lady that couldn't understand the Yorkshire accent. Bless her. I don't blame her. It's difficult. She did her best, and my bill came back, and like addressee, my bill since then, my water bill has been in the name of Rib Stud. That didn't translate well at all. So yeah, that's my that's not my real name, but yeah, it was translated Rib Stud, and I've been Rib Stud with my water bill for the past 8 years now. Yeah, living the fantasy there. Bless her. She tried her best. It didn't translate. Right, let's have a look and see where we are. Just saying a big thank you to Holly, who I know is watching the live stream, has just ordered to take advantage of the free shipping. So thank you so much, Holly. I know you bought the sunscreen, Holly. Just for anyone to the US. Anyone that watching, I get this question a lot. Anyone that's watching in the US, we can absolutely ship, because we're a small company, we can ship our sunscreen to the US. It uses new generation filters. So it can't be sold in physical US stores because of the outdated regulations, but we can ship it really easily to the US. So if anyone's watching from the US and wants to try a new generation, like sunscreen, like European sunscreen, new generation, we can absolutely ship it to you. We have loads of amazing US customers, and this weekend is completely free shipping. So if you do want to try it, if anyone wants to try it, this weekend is the time to do it, because you're saving yourself the shipping rate to the US. Let's have a look. Tina says, I really want to try that Remedy hand cream. Can't wait for it to come to the UK. They're coming to Boots apparently in August. That was the last that I heard. I believe that's still the case. I don't know for a fact, but I believe that's good. Betty says, both of Remedy's hand cream sound so good. Yeah, I think it's nice to have a retinoid and a non-retinoid version for sure. Let's see. Amy says, don't forget to press that like button, everyone. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, let me take a sip of my tea. While I do that, if everyone could minimise the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress. I would really appreciate it, because the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube distribute it on replay. A lot of the people watch these on live streams on replay, so it's much appreciated. Right, let me take a sip of this tea. So good. So good. Right, Gargoyle Kitten says, I would really like to know what order you suggest for copper peptides, dark spot serum, retinol oil, and lotion. The order, I just listed how I've been applying it. Is it right? I was going to say, yeah, that's right. I love it when people do that, and they're like, can I have a routine order for these products? And I'm like, well, you've actually just listed them in the right order. So you're doing it right. So that makes my job very easy. Do it how you've just typed it out. Yeah. The only thing I say you could do is, if you want, and this is personal preference, you can put a couple of drops of the retinol oil into your moisturiser and apply them as one. You don't have to. You can apply one and then the other. That's fine. I just find you get a better application if you put a couple of drops of the oil in with your moisturiser, mix it in the palm of your hand, put it on your face. If you wanted as well, like a top tip is, if you've got the Remedy hand cream, this one, if I can get it out of this egg thing that it came in, there we go. If you've got the new Remedy hand cream, this hasn't got retinoids in it. So what you could do is put a little of this in the palm of your hand, add a couple of drops of the madaboutskin retinol oil, And there you've transformed your day hand cream into a night hand cream too, without needing 2 products. Just top tip, top tip. Oh, I've been trying these as well. Do you know what? Just as a side note, these are... Oh, what's the name? Ask Mummy and Daddy. Well, that's creepy. Oh, that's put me right off. Oh, that has put me right off. I hate that name. Who comes up with a name like that? Ask Mummy and Daddy. No, absolutely not. Anyway, there's something incredibly creepy about that name. These are gin fizz flavoured gummies. They're really good. Just a side note. Oh, they're quite sour. But I just read the name. I hate the name of that. But they're really, really good. If anyone wants like a nice... And they taste exactly like what a gin and tonic tastes like. Really good. But they are vegan. Oh no, they're not. No, pork gelatin. No, they're not. No, scrap that. They're not vegan. I was gonna say it's good if you're vegan. They're not. No, do not do that. B says, Rob, what do you think of tallow as skincare? Okay, I have thoughts. So tallow as skincare was majorly viral about a year ago. Everyone was saying, you know, tallow was phenomenal. I actually don't think it's bad. So tallow is a beef-derived fat that you can whip and make it more light, and then you can apply it to the skin. Nothing wrong with it. Like, there is nothing wrong with tallow. It provides hydration. It does what it needs to do. I think where my issue with tallow comes from is the people that sell it or say how amazing it is, go to town and be like, claim it's going to cure your eczema, say that it's the only skincare product you need, that it's anti-aging. No. The claims around beef tallow were ridiculous. What can it do? Hydrate, moisturise. Done. Great. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great moisturiser. Great. If you want a natural, because it's always bad just natural, moisturiser, it's a really nice option, but it does just moisturize. It will not do all of the other things that people claim it does. So I would just say it's fine, but set your expectations. And also, I hate the fact that people that promote tallow do so by demonizing other moisturizers. So, you know, they'll say like, oh, avoid all the other cancer-causing moisturizers. What moisturizers called cancer? What are you on about? You know what I mean? Like, I think it became very, like, problematic the way that it was being promoted, I think. But that doesn't mean that tallow isn't good. So I would say yes, as a moisturizer, tallow's perfectly fine. Obviously, if it is, you know, meat derived, so animal derived. So if you are vegan or you're looking to minimize animal products in your skincare, avoid it. But other than that, yeah, I think it's good. Just set your expectations. Like, you see a lot of ads for them, and I think the way that they promote them is a bit problematic, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good ingredient. Sandra said, I've caught the live. Yay, Sandra. We are glad that you've caught the live. Welcome, my love. How are you? How is life? How is everyone getting on? Let's see. Oh, Andrew says I've got a London accent. I find that, yeah, I can imagine that AI and like voice notes probably doesn't pick up the London accent either. Yeah, I can get that. Amy says, yes, the oat cleansing balm. OG, I know. And they've changed the name of it. It's the oat balm cleanser. That's a rebrand. Same packaging. What I will say is you can't... Do you remember the top used to fall off the old one? It doesn't on this one. Like, the packaging is better. You can't unscrew it, which is great, so it doesn't go everywhere. Yeah, it's great. And even if it's super hot, it doesn't separate. So I would say it's definitely even better than the original. I just don't know if I've forgiven them for reformulating the original without telling and then denying it. Frissyberg says, it's chaos, a Danish potato accent. I'd love to hear that bit. Love to hear. Alien says, I hated the Inculus cleanser with beads. With the beads, so bad for my skin. I'm scared to try it again. Yeah, that's true. The ones with the fulvic acid brightening one, not the best. I think the oat is actually quite calming and soothing. I think it's much better than the fulvic acid one, personally. Let's see. Zen Vera B says, hello, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Meow Wow, love that. Says Saturday Night Live with Rob. Yay. Hello. Welcome. Saturday nights. I mean, what else would you be doing on a Saturday night other than sitting in with a cup of tea, listening to people chit chat about skincare and talking about, you know, a 5-year-old cleanser and how we might have fallen back in love with it? That's life. You know what? Back in the day, I'd be starting to get ready about now to leave the house at 10 o'clock to go clubbing. Now I'm like, I'll have the curtains drawn and I'll be in bed by then. But that's good. and I wouldn't change a thing. I don't know how I used to do it. Now I'm like, nah. 10 o'clock comes, the curtain's drawn. Doom Squirrel, love that name, says, hello everyone, hello my love, hope all is good with you. Amy says, great, now I need to get my wallet out for the Inky List. I will say, Amy, this size will last you a long time. This is the 50ml. It will last you a long time because you only need the tiniest amount, and I paid £6 for it. I think it's normally £8, and I got it on the old Tickety Chockety shop, and it was £6 because there was a discount. Yeah, I will say, let me just go get one. Bear with. Shameless plug, shameless plug. They do work really, really well with the madaboutskin cleansing cloths. I have been using the oat cleansing balm, then putting the cleansing cloth under warm water, taking it off with that. This is my new little favourite duo. I mean, shameless plug, I get it, but if you're going to use this, I would recommend, it doesn't have to be from my brand, but I would take it off with a cleansing cloth of some description. I think that just gives you a very bougie cleanse without having to spend a fortune on products. So yeah, if anyone does want to, I should have said, if anyone does want to try one of these, if anyone places an order during the free shipping weekend, which is running now, free shipping, no matter where in the world you live, no code needed, just place your order, you'll see there's no shipping charged. If you did place an order and you wanted to try one of these, place your order and just email in the customer service team using the contact us section of the website. Go to you'll see the contact us. Just say, this is my order number, I want to try the waffle cloths, and we can send you a couple of them to try. People love those. We've sold over 10,000 of them in the last year, which is mad. People go mad for them. So if you just want to try it, just let me know and we can always pop in a couple to give you a chance to try them. Amy says, great, now to get, oh yeah, we've read that. Leslie said, I remember the Inky List Oat Cleanser, it doubled as a mask for me. You know what, they used to recommend doing that. They used to recommend putting like a thick, do they still do that? No, so they used to recommend putting this on as like a calming mask. You can still do that. They don't recommend it anymore, like they don't advertise it anymore, but you can absolutely put this on as a slightly thicker layer, leave it on 10 minutes, take it off with a cleansing cloth. That will be a really good calming and soothing because it's got a higher amount of oat in here than before, and I think that's going to be great for calming and soothing. So yeah, fully on board with that. Angela said, I don't use any of the Inky List. Neither do I. I am not a fan of the Inky List in general. However, when they have a good product, they do have a good product. And this is a good product, even though I am not the biggest fan of the Inky List. Sandra says, have you tried the Dr. Reju All PDRN Cream? Which one's that, Sandra? Is it this one? Is it this one? Have I got the wrong one? Have I got the right one or the wrong one? Because I have tried that one, and I love it. I just don't know if it's that one or not. Is it that one? Is that one? So, Kritish says, hi Rob, have you tried any Dermatology facial moisturiser? I have tried so much from Dermatology, but I haven't tried that moisturiser. I do want to, because I've heard really good things about it. So what do you think? Should I give it a go? They've got a sale on at the moment, which always tempts me. I'm supposed to be using up the skincare I have. I'm supposed to be using up the skincare that I've already got. But, yeah, I've got a lot of, basically, I've got a lot of, like, PR that brands have sent me over, I think they're gearing up for like Christmas, which is baffling. I know, it's June, don't stress, it's June, but I know. So I'm getting sent a lot of stuff, so I'm saving it all in a giant box, and we're going to do like a load of giveaway on our day-long live stream. So we're just going to do like lots of giveaway stuff, because I just don't hate waste, and I've got loads of stuff that I want to give away, but I keep waiting for Dermatology to do that. And I'm just going to bite the bullet and buy them myself because they've got a sale on at the moment. I'm just going to bite the bullet, buy them myself, because I bought lots of their stuff in the past and it's really, really good. Tom says, I love the oat cleansing balm as a mask as well. Yay, I remember that. I completely forgot about that until you said that, Leslie. I'm gonna mention that in a video because I think a lot of people could benefit from that. So Leslie, I have been officially influenced by you. I loved it like that. Ailey says, hi Sandra, I'm also using the Reju and loving it. I think I've tried it, if that's the one we mean. Carolyn said, me neither, Miss Angela. Liked it, a little too shady for me. I am not the biggest fan of the Inky List at all. But I will say, so at least you know when I say I really like a product, as somebody that's not a fan of the brand, at least you know that's from the heart, because, you know, I'm not naturally, like, some brands I am a little biased towards, because you just have natural inbuilt bias because I like the brand, so they come out with a new product, I'm kind of pre-engineered to like that product, if that makes sense. With the Inklist, I'm not. So when they launched this, I was like, let's try it. Genuinely really impressed. Genuinely impressed. Rimala says, best tinted sunscreen from by Bioderma. It's thin, 5 shades, really good. Oh, I'm going to take a look at that. I have not got that on my list of the ones I'm trying. Fab, I will try that. Thank you for the heads up. And if anyone else has a favourite tinted sunscreen, let me know, because I'm in the market for recommendations. Meow Wow says, yeah, I started using pure organic rose water and I'm in love. I love a touch of rose water in my skincare routine. I absolutely love it. I think it's great to just spritz mist. It's got some anti-aging benefits. It's hydrating. I love the smell of rose as well. Absolutely love it. Chrissy says, I'm Pennsylvania, 1:15 p.m. Sending you lots and lots of love. That does mean that's a good timestamp. So 1:15 p.m. So I am half an hour behind with the comments. Need to work quicker. Let's have a look. Angela says, yeah, the Inklist once emailed them to ask about the percentage of ceramides in their face cream. They just came back and said, can't because of copyright. Yeah, I hate brands that do that. I must admit, they are the biggest culprit of that. I hate it when they do that. Because I'm like, copyright for who? What? Like, we're all going to be at home and mix a copyright version of a moisturiser because they tell us what ceramide percentage are in it. Really bizarre. Really bizarre. Ailey says, I'm trying the Round Lab Camellia SPF and I have to admit that I bought it for the pink packaging. Nothing wrong with that. I am a sucker for good packaging. Carolyn said, I bought the Dermatology Barrier Repair Mask during the sale 2 weeks ago. It's phenomenal. Well, thank you, Carolyn. Now that's another product I'm going to have to put on the list. I'm going to give that, I've made a note of that. I'm going to give that a try. Amy says, Rob, I've just started the Medicate PDRN. Thank you. Jury's still out on it. Okay, I will say, Amy, first of all, you're very welcome. I will say, Amy, for me, I used it. I thought, you know what, this is quite nice. It's quite nice. It's nothing wrong with it. It feels nice on the skin. You know, whatever. After about 2 weeks constant use, I was like, do you know what? My skin does look glowier. It does actually seem to be doing something. I was one round at about the 2 week point, I think, for me. I am trying to eke out the 2 bottles that I have until November, because Medicate always have like a 33% off sale in November. I'm eking out the 2 bottles that I have to November, where I'm going to buy like 5. That's my current plan. Zen says, an answer that tells you the content is the content is poor. You are very right. If a brand says we can't disclose the percentage of something, you know it's poor. You know that is a low percentage, because otherwise they'd be singing it from the rooftops. Like if someone says my dark spot serum, what percentage of azelaic acid in this? 10%. It's on the bottle. Why would it not be? Do you know what I mean? Like, someone couldn't create a counterfeit version of the dark spot serum because they know what percentage azelaic acid is in it. Also, have faith in your brand. This is just, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here. Just a very quick rant, if you let me. I think brands need to have faith in their own brand. So if you have a brand identity, people are going to be loyal to that brand identity. So somebody could create this. I could give somebody the exact, you know, ingredient percentages, everything to this, and they could make an exact copy of this. But my view is, why would people buy that? Why don't people not buy the original? If you've got a brand identity and you've got loyalty, you've got people that actually like the brand, then people are going to continue to buy the brand. Even if someone creates the exact same product, it's not the same product because it's not from the brand that you trust and that you want to shop with. So I think when brands like the Inklist say we can't tell you the percentages because someone could rip off our product, I'm like, yeah, that just tells me that nobody is loyal to your brand, that nobody is buying it because it's you. And that's quite a dangerous place to be in with brands. So I would say to the Inklist, instead of being shady around your percentages, actually do more to create a brand loyalty, a sense of purpose, and then people will probably continue to buy from you. Just saying. Sorry, maybe that was a bit shady, but it's true. I just think brands should focus down on increasing brand loyalty rather than just desperately trying to hide things. Gargoyle says, I use Third Layer's night oil with my madaboutskin retinol oil. So nice. I love the sound of that. B said, I've been using the Torridon eye cream. I need something more for the fine lines. Any suggestions, Rob? I would say continue to use the Torridon on a morning. Then on an evening, go in with a retinoid eye cream. The one that I'm using at the moment, where is it? This is the Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum. This is really gentle, perfect for the under eye. This is the equivalent of the Medicate 3. You could go with Medicate if you want a stronger one, but it's quite expensive. This is a really inexpensive, decent strength retinoid that you can use under the eye. So I would say keep using the Torridon on a morning. If it's working for you and you're enjoying it, keep using it in the morning. Then use this one on an evening, and that'll just like boost up the results that you see. Let's see, Carolyn says, also bought the Prequel Multi-Quenching Hydration Serum. Haven't opened it yet. Rob advised only one new product at a time. Yeah, so, I mean, look, you can open all your products and slap them on the skin and you'll probably be fine. Most people will be absolutely fine. However, I think there's always that risk that you might get irritation and then you won't know which is the product that you're irritated by. Because if you put like 8 products on at once, new products on, and one of them is interacting badly with the skin, you're going to discontinue all 8 because you assume all 8 are the problem. It's not, one of them is. So I would say introduce one new product at a time because A, you can then see the results from that, but you can also see if you're sensitive to it, and if you are, stop using it. That's my look, do I always stick to that? No, I'm impulsive. You'll often find me slapping on like 2 or 3 new products at once, but do as I say, not as I do. It is just good practice to not put a load of new product on the skin at once. So I'm happy to hear, Carolyn, that you're doing it. I think you're doing it right. Sometimes my FOMO, my impatience does get the better of me though. Darla, great to see you, my love, says, I never got on these lives. I was going to say, regular commenter, I know, a great supporter of the brand, so thank you so much, but we never see you on live, so this is wonderful. But I have to say, I love the madaboutskin copper peptide product. Only week and my skin is glowing. That is music to my ears. I cannot believe how many people have purchased this product. When I created it, I knew it'd be a good seller because copper peptides are popular and it's a great price point. But I didn't think it'd be as popular as it was. It has literally gone mad. Absolutely mad. And yeah, we were in talks with a retailer about stocking in physical stores. I had that conversation. I can't because I signed an embargo, but watch this space for later this year with a retailer to stock the products. And it's a mid-sized retailer. So far, so good in terms of the conversations we've had. And we're talking about like initial order quantities. And they were like, oh, we're kind of looking in the region of like 3,000 to 5,000 units of each product, which is amazing, fabulous. And 50,000 of the copper peptide. I was like, it literally sells 10 times more than any other product. It's baffling. I was like, okay, we can do it. That's amazing. Thank you. And we can do it. So yeah, absolutely blown away by the love of that copper peptide. We still have plenty in stock. I've just put another huge order through of this actual product and the packaging, so we are working flat out to keep it in stock. But yeah, it's very busy at the moment. So thank you so much for your support, my love. Suzanne says, so excited for the balm. Sorry, I'm in and out watching while parenting. Suzanne, I can relate. Parenting is hard. Damien, if you're watching, sending you all the love and a big hug. And to you, Suzanne, because parenting, it's not as easy as they tell you, is it? It's really not. Betty says, I'm trying the High Seeker Mood Defense Cream by Alravi. Really like it. Creates a wonderful seal. Well, I'm going to add that to the list to try. Thank you for the recommendation. Fristerberg said, I just received my last madaboutskin order. Thank you so much for the Remedy KP scrub. You are welcome, Fristerberg. And that makes me very happy because that took like 5 days from shipment to arrive, which I love. Things are definitely a lot quicker with the new shipping contract, which makes me so happy to hear. Karen says, Rob, how do you use and enjoy the scrub? I love it. I personally do absolutely love it. So I hope you will love it too. Great on the legs. One thing I would say to do, Fristerberg, is before you do any shaving on the legs or anything, do that scrub. It'll stop any razor bumps and burns. So good. Carolyn says, Rob, how do you use the Medicate HEO mask? Bought it, but directions confuse me. They do. So you put the blue one on first. So I would personally do all your skincare. Let it sink in. Then put the blue one on, which feels like a copper peptide serum, really. It's just like a lightweight blue serum. Let it sink in, but don't let it dry completely. You want it to still be a little wet to the touch. Then you go in with the white one over the top. Seal it in. Done. I use a pea-sized amount of both as a general rule. Twice a week, all you need, and you'll have the most hydrated skin of your dreams. And it says Skin Can't Handle Elf, Naturium, and some of the ordinary as they use sodium chloride. It burns the skin. Sodium chloride is quite a common ingredient, which is kind of a shame because quite a few people do have issues with it. You're not on your own, Angela, and it is a little bit of a shame. It's one of those that's kind of hard to avoid. But any recommendations you have, I would love to know. Oh, Amy, I can't write that out. Amy says, my new favourite nighttime moisturiser is the BioHeal Pro Biome Derm 3D Lifting Cream. Amy, I can't write. I want to try that, but I can't write that out. Why do these brands have, like, these ridiculous... I am going to write it out. I'm writing it out now. Why do these brands have these ridiculously long names? Because I do want to try that. I know, ridiculously long name. It's thick, but it's a nice evening moisturiser. I do, because I find since I've started Tazarotene, my skin is a little drier. Not like tretinoin dry, but like a little drier. I do want a really nice, thick moisturiser, so I might give that a go. Amy says, free shipping, 3 exclamation marks. Yeah, and you know what? We now have an agreement with US Customs, which means things are pre-cleared. So that takes 2 days off the shipping to the US and guarantees that all the problems that we had with US Customs are now a thing of the past. No more stress. We can pre-clear them, and it's all good. So, and it's working, touch wood, working really smoothly, which I'm very, very happy about. Let's see. Beck says, hi, I'm late. Look, I was late to my own live stream, so do not feel bad about that. I'm just glad that you're here, my love. Jan, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Trace says, happy Saturday, running late. Better late than never, my love. We are glad that you are here. Glad that you're here. Kylie says, Miss Angela, I learned that the hard way. Rob advice to stop everything for a reset. Lesson learned. Sometimes the skin needs a reset. It's always difficult, but sometimes just a reset. Betty says, I recently learned that you shouldn't use peptides with acids except hyaluronic acid, so now I use non-peptide humectants and acids in the morning. This is fine. You can also use azelaic acid with peptides. That's also not a problem. You can use tranexamic acid with peptides. Also not a problem. Or... top tip, if you go for encapsulated peptides, like the one in my serum, or in the Naturium serum, or there are some other ones out there, if you go encapsulated, you can use it with everything, even high-strength exfoliating acids. So that's my top tip, because it just takes the stress out of it. Vanessa, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Jan says, Rob, don't worry about being late. Suzanne was also late. You know what... Nobody likes a grass, Jan. Throwing your good lady wife under the bus there. I didn't know she was late, but now I do. Love it. Let's see. Let's have a look and see. Trace says, loving the madaboutskin dark spot serum. Thank you. Thank you so much. Amy says, yeah, Jan, you're later than Suzanne. You see, this is what the people clap back. Jan, people clap back. Dallas says, I live in Massachusetts next month. Very big here for the 4th of July. Oh, yes. Is anyone doing anything exciting? And yeah, what's people's plans for the 4th of July? Obviously not a thing here in the UK. We don't do anything for it, but I always like to hear what other people's plans are. I see. Suzanne says, yeah, I need Jan to be present while I feed my face. We love that. Anything nice, Suzanne? Anything nice? Guy Girl Kids says, Rob, if you come to Rhode Island, I promise show you the best spots. Incredible food. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. I would love to. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. See, who says, I love that name, says, do you reapply sunscreen a lot, Rob? It's so sunny here. Do you know what? I don't. And again, I say with sunscreen, do what you can. People feel very guilty about sunscreen, about not using enough, not reapplying it enough. Look, I would say about 80% of the world don't apply sunscreen at all. So if you are doing anything, you are doing better than 80% of the population that has access to sunscreen. So let's just put that out there first and foremost. I would also say, as a general rule, go for something long wear. So I use my own sunscreen from my own brand, which is a 6-hour wear sunscreen. So I put that on in the morning, and that's good for 6 hours. That means I can go about my day, go to the shops, run my errands, take the kids to school with 6 hours of protection. You can then reapply after the 6 hours if you want, but by that point, the big intensity of the UV has passed, so it gives you a bit of flexibility. I think long wear sunscreens are the way forward, because then I don't feel guilty about not reapplying every 2 hours. Who's going to reapply every 2 hours? It's just not feasible. On the beach, I reapply more often than day to day, and I will also take notice of the UV index. Where it's higher, I'll reapply more. So yeah, I would say make your sunscreen application situational. In an ideal world, we would all apply as per the directions of your sunscreen manufacturer and never miss this application. That isn't reality. It's just not real life. So I say do what you can. Know that it's still better than 80% of the world. And that's it. And your skin will still thank you for it. So I generally, and don't forget, if you apply, like, for example, so say you apply the madaboutskin sunscreen, 6-hour wear. You apply that at 9 in the morning, and 6 hours takes you to 3 in the afternoon. So you've got over the big intensity UV window, 3 in the afternoon, you know, the UV's going down. It also doesn't stop working at the 3rd hour. It suddenly doesn't switch off like that. It's still giving you protection. Not the guaranteed SPF 50 plus, you know, that's fine. But it isn't, it's a linear decrease. So that's when someone has a long wear sunscreen, how they do it is they test it at the start and it'll come out with, and so in the case of the madaboutskin sunscreen, when we tested it at the start on application, it's the equivalent of like SPF 80. It then degrades as the day goes on. And at that 6-hour point, we tested it and it was still above SPF 50, which is where you can then say SPF 50 for 6 hours, because at the end it was still above SPF 50. So that's how that testing works. But it doesn't just fall off a cliff. So then it'll degrade like that. So by hour 10, you'll still be getting residual protection. It just won't be SPF 50, which is why that's in the bottle. So just remember that's not just my sunscreen. That applies to any sunscreen out there. Go for a long wear one, and no, if you can reapply at the right time, great. But it also doesn't fall off a cliff and suddenly it stops working. That's just worth mentioning. So I do I apply my sunscreen. I guess what I would say there is I apply my sunscreen based on situation. Higher UV, I'm more religious with the reapplication. I do always apply in the morning. I just into the habit of that, irrespective of what the weather's doing. I reapply more conscientiously when there's a higher UV, if I'm on the beach, things like that. Let's have a look. Angela says, I've just eaten crumpets with butter and jam. I love a good crumpet. Tom says, Damien's such a cutie. I love that he's helping out feeding the cats. I know from own child experience, they're always keen to help feed animals. It's always a much messier affair when they do. I'm always happy when kids want to help, but I also cringe a bit because I'm like, oh, this would be so much easier and quicker if I just did it myself. But you're keen to help, yay! You know what I mean? Always the way. Okay, but Jan says he's surprisingly calm and good about it. We like that. That's good. He sounds like a good helper. Damien, I'm very impressed, my love. Sandra says, I can't wait for the launch. Thank you so much, Sandra. We love you. Dal says, gotta go, Rob. Love you. Amazing brand. Thank you. Love you too. Chris says, yes, please, Betty's tea. Okay, I will get a job lot and we'll do like a little tea giveaway as part of the launch for the cleansing balm. Iraglobe, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous with you. And Amanda, great to see you. Sending you all the love. Beck says, I'm a Yorkshire tea lass. All the way. It's the best tea. I know I'm biased, but it's the best tea. Leslie, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous. So Betty says, when will the US distribution location be active? It is active now. It's gearing up, so they can handle a set number of orders per day. Anything above that then defaults to the UK. So it depends how many orders we get on the day as to where it's fulfilled. But we are working towards 100% fulfillment for US orders in the US fulfillment center. At the moment, it's about 75% fulfilled in the US, but we're working up to 100%. Let's see. Chris says, I love the dark spot serum. Use it twice a day. Have some hyperpigmentation and freckles, and they're fading away nicely. Thank you, Rob. Yay! That makes me very happy. Thank you. Thank you so much for your order, for the love, the support. Very, very much appreciated. Leslie, thank you so much for your order, taking advantage of that free shipping weekend. Thank you so much, Leslie. Very, very much appreciated. Borneo, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Suzanne says, the licorice root is the only reason I haven't stocked up with the madaboutskin hyperpigmentation serum one day. I should know this. Yes. Why do I not know that? I was like, oh, yeah, I do know that. I think that's valid. And I would say, whatever brand you shop with, read the ingredients list. Because the number of people that email in and be like, does your product contain this? I'm like, I'm happy to answer that. Why? Like, we have a customer service team that's always happy to answer that. But I'm also like, it's on a website. Like, please read the ingredients. If you're looking to avoid something, please read the ingredients, because a brand puts that information there for you to read, because nobody is going to care for your skin the way that you do. So I just say to always people, if you're looking to avoid an ingredient, yes, you can reach out to the brand and ask them, and any good brand should give you a straight answer. But always just first point of call, read the ingredients, and double check when you get the product, because sometimes the ingredients on a website might have subtly changed. So if you're really keen to avoid an ingredient with any brand, read it again when you get the packaging, because sometimes things can change. It shouldn't do, and brands should update the website to give you the accurate information. This is something we're always keen to do, but just to be on the safe side, recheck when your product comes from any brand, not just mine, any brand, because some brands are quite slow in updating their website. We update the second. We don't do ingredients changes, but if we did, we would update the second that it happened, so everyone knows, for allergies and things like that. But some brands are quite slow, so just always read the ingredients list on the website, then double check it when you get your product, whichever brand. Carolyn says, tea for a tote. Yeah, that's going to be my new tagline, Carolyn. Absolutely, absolutely. Amy says, Rob, will you send shelf chicken to me? Free shipping. Amy, you know the answer to that. I'm happy, Amy, to leave you shelf chicken in my will. That I will do. I will amend my last will and testament to say shelf chicken needs to be looked after and cared for by Amy. That I will commit to. Angela says, I like using the madaboutskin dark spot serum. Not on my rosacea cheeks, but everywhere else. Maybe it's the licorice root. Sometimes licorice root is one of the best natural skin brightening agents. It is, and most people can tolerate it. It's got a relatively low irritation threshold, but some people, particularly with rosacea, it can cause issue. So it could be, but I would always say when you've got rosacea, you can just avoid the area with any product. Be on the safe side, because rosacea, obviously, you'll know, Angela, once you have a flare up, it takes a lot of time to take it back down again. Scott says, morning routine, 3 to 5 steps. Evening routine, 5 to 10, depending on the time scale. I love that. That's kind of my ballpark as well, Scott. I agree. Let's see. Christopher says, does Tom just give me shelf chicken away? Nobody can remove shelf chicken from that shelf. He needed a duster the other day. I did have to hoover him because he was a bit dusty. Amy says, I'd love to see Rob on the school run. Oh, Amy, no. It's usually very frantic. Yeah, it's usually very frantic and very much like thrown in. Have a good day. Off I go. But I would say, I guess the one saving grace, for me is I have kids that like to go to school. I go to the school run, and there's always kids melting down in like the playground, not wanting to go in, and the parents that say, no, you can go in. I'll be going, trying to coax them to go in. I'm like, that would be very stressful. My two are just like straight in, never look back. So that's the win. That makes life very easy. My heart goes out to those parents that have to coerce their kids to go into school. Irregardless said, I'd like to say, if you don't have the energy to do your skincare routine, then do what you can. Yes. Since last year, my mental health spiraled downwards a lot, so it's better to take care of yourself. I 100% agree. Do what you can, not what you feel obliged to do. And some days, do you know what? Some days I do a cleanse, throw a moisturiser or a sunscreen on, and I'm done. And that's okay. Like, it's fine. I don't think people should feel bad about anything to do with their skincare. I think they should celebrate what they can do. Celebrate what you can do. Don't feel guilty about what you can't do when it comes to sunscreen. Sunscreen, skincare, whatever. Reema says, thank you, changed my skincare regime, and yes, team messy in the mornings. My name is Reem from Q8, sending lots and lots of love, and I'm so happy the recommendations are working for you, my love. Sending love to Q8. Scott says, oh yes, I'm aware of YOLO. Motto, the impulsive. We love it. Tom says, shelf chicken is a gift with a big purchase. May not be exactly what's shown on the live stream. That's it. You're a good salesman, Tom. You're a good salesman. Oh, wow. Angela says, I've lost 56 pounds so far and off 2 insulin, so feeling good. Just a few more pounds to go. First of all, congrats, my love. Congrats. I bet you feel fabulous, and that is a big achievement. So well done, my love. Well done. Let's see. A Temu shelf chicken coming. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could buy a load of Temu versions and send it out, but it won't be the original. The original stays with me. Let's see. Oh, Tom says, yeah, I need to be better at eating a keto diet for my type 2 diabetes. I don't know if I could survive on keto. I haven't tried it. I might give it a go. I know. I don't think I'd be able to survive. Alessia said, Yorkshire accent is the best. Love the rib stud. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm rebranding. I might just have to rebrand. The Yorkshire accent is the best. I am biased, but it is, and I might have to rebrand. Betty said, yes, please get a bulk order of Betty's tea. I will do it. I'll ring them and put like bulk order in. We're doing tea and totes. You heard it here first for the next live. Let's see. See where we are. Remala says, ooh, Remedy and Boots. Yes, from April apparently. Very excited for that. Very excited. Irreglabi says, your sunscreen is good for my tattoos. It's lovely on the body. Yes, protect your tattoos. I would also say, especially if you're getting a new tattoo. I haven't got any tattoos, so I'm speaking from friends who have them. I don't actually have any. If you're getting a new tattoo, it's really important to keep it from the sunlight to preserve it when it's in that settling in stage. Your tattoo artist will obviously be able to give you proper like guidelines for the times and things like that. Wearing a good sunscreen, I would say a 6-wear elegant sunscreen like my own. Very tattoo friendly. Very tattoo friendly. Zigo Blocks, love that name, says, quick yes or no question. Should I try Tijuana Lo Soleil? I don't know what that is, so I'm going to say no. Because I don't know what it is. I need more time to research. Betty says, I started using your copper peptide serum differently and it's wonderful. Thank you, Betty. How do you use it? Let me know. I'm genuinely intrigued. How do you know? Scott says, one of my favourite winter combos is the Neod Copper Amino Isolate Lipid. Oh, love that. Love that. Followed by the madaboutskin retinol oil. My skin loves that. I need to try that combo. I was going to say I'm going to stock up in the Neod sale in November. They're not doing it this November. Kind of disappointed. I do need to buy one, and I'm going to give that a try. Crucita says, any idea when the madaboutskin antioxidant cream will be back in stock? Hopefully in the next month. We're in the final stages of finishing the new packaging, so I'm hopeful it'll be within the next month. I can't give an exact date, but within the next month. Just going to give a big shout out to Leslie S, Leslie P, and Lorraine E. Thank you so much for your orders, taking advantage of the free shipping weekends. Love you all so much. Thank you very much. We love you, and just thank you. Like I say, free shipping on the whole madaboutskin range all weekend. You can use other discount codes alongside it. You fill your boots. Scott says, I'm allergic to beef tallow. It's a no-go for me. It does also have a high irritation and allergic threshold, so yeah, be careful, patch test, because quite a few people can be allergic or sensitive to it. Amy says, yeah, I'm passing on that beef tallow. Oh, Amy also has the crown. Amy, you currently have the #1 crown. Just putting it out there. Julie says, Betty's tea. It's the best. Tea in a tote bag. Heaven. I'm really behind with these comments. I'm going to have to speed up. But yes, tea and tote is locked in. I promise you guys. And congratulations, Angela. Reading this just makes me so happy. It sounds like you are on it with the health and very impressed. Do I still do microneedling? Not many people mention it. Yeah, it was all the rage at one point. Very few people mention it now. I have never been a microneedler. I just don't like the idea of it. I've tried it. It worked, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Never have been. But it does work, and it's perfectly fine if you do it properly, but it's just not for me. Alan says, hi Rob, hope you're greeting from Glasgow. Been busy and unfortunately first live stream since chatting in our London pop-up last December. I know, Alan, that seems like how long ago? But it was lovely to lovely to meet you in December, and welcome to the live. So yeah, how are things with you? What's your month? Have you got any like Pride Monthy things going? I was going to pop into Portsmouth Pride today, but it got called off because of the terrible weather, so I didn't. Literally cancelled it this morning. Good job I looked on the social media feed and was like, oh yeah, because I was looking out the window thinking, probs not. Amy says, Rob, you forgave Naturium. It's time to forgive the Ink List. I do. I need to let go. It's fine. I did forgive Naturium because you know what? Their products are really good and affordable. I do like the Naturium products more than the Ink List. That's maybe why I've been a bit more forgiving. Angela says, this video is turning into lifestyle Q&A. That's what we're here for. Skincare, lifestyle, general friendship chit-chat. We're here for it. Karen says, Rob, timeline on madaboutskin copper peptides with growth factors. Can't wait for the launch. Currently penciled in for September. The bulk should be done. The bulk being like the product should be manufactured in August. The packaging September. I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna say September. I'm gonna say optimistically September. I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait. Amy says, hi Shelf Chicken. Shelf Chicken says hi. Shelf Chicken's looking very dusty. I did dust Shelf Chicken the other day. B says, Rob, what do you use for your hair? It always looks so good. Thank you. Special conditioner. Been putting madaboutskin along the hairline. When I put it on my face, can I do the same with retinol? You can actually. Retinols are quite good in the hairline. So, my hair routine is, and I have only started doing. I've only started doing this in the past 2 years. So my hair routine is I started, what actually kickstarted this, I started taking finasteride for something completely different to hair loss, but it has some hair loss benefits. So I was taking it for something completely different, and then noticed my hair was thicker and fuller. I was like, unintended side effect that actually super beneficial. So love that. So carried on with that anyway. I use copper peptides on the hairline and in fact all through the hair. I use that every day, morning and evening. I also use the ordinary caffeine on a night. I find it's a bit too greasy to use on a morning, so I use it on a night. That definitely helps, like turbocharge everything. And I use a ketoconazole shampoo, which is like Nizoral shampoo. Use that twice a week because I feel it helps keep everything flake free. I never get dandruff particularly, but the odd flake. I just find it keeps everything flake free. I don't have any itchy scalp or anything now. And that's supposed to really help with promoting hair growth as well. So that's what I do. That's my hair care routine. On a morning, I use like a paste. I can't remember what the brand is, but like a hair paste. Nothing particularly special. Oh, I did have I got it down here? Wait there. No, I haven't got it down here. I did have a biotin. Oh, here. Hair vitamin biotin B7 capsule. This was sent to me. And I've been taking it every day for the past 6 months. I don't know if it does anything, but you know, I take it. I don't know if it does anything, but I take it. Vaneva says, hi, I'll just say keto kills craving just the same as Jen. That is true. That is true. B says, I love your clothes. Cloths. Love your clothes? I was like, oh, thanks. Cloths, Rob. Everyone seems to love the cleansing cloths. These have gone back. We sold 10,000 of these. We sold 5,000, then they went out of stock, and then we sold another 5,000. And we have another 10,000 on the way. People go mad for these. They are all like machine stitched, so this doesn't come off. It's all machine embroidered and stitched. They come in these really handy like bags, which are fully recyclable, so you can throw some in your suitcase to go on holiday with and things. They're a great cheap way of elevating your cleanse. I get that, but I didn't think 10,000 of them would sell that quickly. Amy says, oh, I need more madaboutskin cleansing cloths. Well, to be fair, I will say if anybody internationally wants to buy the cleansing cloths, we do them in packs of 3 and we do them in packs of 7. So if you want to buy 7, so you've got a week's worth before you wash them, or you buy 3 to try out, there is free shipping. So whilst this makes me a terrible businessman to say, if you're watching from, say, the US or Canada, you could buy for $6.99. You could buy the how much? I should know the price of my own. Let me just find this. Oh gosh, what am I doing? There we are. I should know this. I should know the price of my own product. Why do I not know that? Let me find this out. So I don't give you duff advice. Cleansing cloths. Right. So you can buy the 3-pack for $6.99. You can buy the 7-pack for $14.99, and you don't pay for shipping. So literally, if you just want to try them, 3, which you know they are huge. I'll open this one and show you. They are huge. I use the embroidered side on the morning. I use the other side on the evening, so I get a full day's wear out of it. They are huge. They are waffle and they are super soft. They are free shipping right now. So if you did just want to try 3, put 3 in your basket and you won't be paying for shipping. All tariffs are included, all customs, all charges. So if you're watching this from the US, from Canada, from the European Union and worried about customs, charges, fees, all included. So you could literally, get them for $6.99 for 3. So just with a free shipping weekend. So Scott says, I think the Ink List is actively trying to repair their image right now. Was turned off by them in the past, but willing to see how they evolve. I do. I think they are trying. I think the best thing that they could do in terms of repairing their image is get their 2 founders out of the picture. Like, because obviously they're still founders, they still own the business or whatever. I don't know what the ownership structure is, but off the social media, because they both are like, they don't do it for me. And they were too involved in the whole like selling fast fashion skincare and stuff. I think if they just dropped the 2 founders that would be better. They're trying to repair their image. I think getting rid of the people that did the damage to the image in the first place would be the first step for me. Just they could sit in the background, but just don't have them front and center. Bettina says, thanks so much for getting into numbers in number 9. It's changed my skin. Love that. I love that product. I love that product so much. Beck says, love the cloth too. Thank you. Thank you. Guy Girl Kitten says, thank you very much for confirming I'm using my madaboutskin products in the correct order. You are very welcome, my love. Very welcome. Angela says, where is Rob? Hope he's okay. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here. Sending you lots and lots of love. Evie says, I love your cleansing cloth. Thank you so much. B says, madaboutskin cleansing cloth is exclusive for my face now, wet and dry. Love it. Yeah, dry actually. You can dry. It's quite easy, and you can wash them. They wash really well. I've washed this one. Is the one that I've washed probably 50 times now. Still going strong. Still going strong. Let's see. Angela says, I've ordered the new numbers in eye cream normal container. I know. Thankfully, they've done away with that awful, like, needle style. And no. Done away with that. We now just have a normal container, like just a tube. That's all I wanted, Angela. That's all I wanted. Amy says, can we pop the champagne and celebrate numbers in ditching the syringe? I know. I don't know what possessed them to do that. It was so cumbersome. It was so clunky. So yes, let's celebrate. Heta said, facial volume skincare. Explain more deeply about that, please. I'm going to do a whole video on that. It's a bit, I can't really explain all of that and the ingredients and products to look for in a live. I will do a full video in the next week for that, I promise. So we'll talk about restoring fat loss, how we can boost volume in the skin. I will do a full video on that for you with recommendations and rundowns. Sandra said, it's not that one. The one is Rejuran. The one I mean is the Dr. Reju All PDR Cream. Right, let me make a note of that. Oh, let me get my right pen. Thank you very much, Sandra. I will check it out. Thank you. As Carolyn says, nothing shameless, Rob. Love my cleansing cloths. Haven't missed a night since they became available. Thank you. And I'm glad it's not too shameless. Zeneva says, talking about PR, do you send your stuff to other influencers? I don't, actually. I don't. Not for any particular reason. None of them have reached out and asked. And I'm not saying people have to reach out and beg. I'm not asking that. But like, if a content creator... small as well, like I don't think you have to be over a certain sized content creator. I love to support small influencers, small content creators. So if a content creator reached out and said, you can use the contact us section of the website if anyone's watching. Use the contact us section of the website as I'd love to try the products, and I would be happy to send them. Like, that's no problem. I just haven't, we've been so busy, I haven't proactively reached out to any content creators. But if any content creators, big or small, would like to try the products, you know, no obligation, obviously. I know how this works, no obligation. Just contact us using the contact us section of the website, include your socials, and we will be happy to do that. Karen says, oh, I agree, the applicator was such a bad idea for an eye cream. I just don't know. Visually, very Instagrammable. Terrible functionality. Angela says, oh, had to reload YouTube, it froze. I'm back. Meow says, Rob, I'm glad to hear you love rose water too. The smell of roses is good for the brain. I agree. It has such an uplifting on a morning. Oh, it's so uplifting. I've got cat hair. I'm going to try and just slap it into my face. I've got cat hair just sat here. Tina says, let's talk about great brands. I'll go for Remedy, Crave, Geek and Gorgeous, Medicare, Alice Skin, lots of career brands. I love all of those. I think when it comes to like a good ethos, Remedy tick a lot of boxes. I love Crave. Very mindful about the products they put out. Don't like not a new product every week. But very mindful. I love Allies. If the price point of Allies' skin was a little bit lower, they'd be like 50% of my skincare routine. Blaine says, recommendation for a good facial cleanser that actually smells great. Which ones have I been using that smell great? The numbers in cleansing oil. The glutathione cleansing oil, spa scent in a tube. Love it. That would be my go-to. Bettina says, how do I place an order whilst I'm watching your live? You'd have to open up a new tab. But if you go to www.madaboutsskincare.com, you place an order, www.madaboutsskincare.com, free shipping on any amount for the rest of this weekend. Chief says, oh, madaboutskin goes without saying. Thank you, love. Thank you. I want to try prequel. I've tried some products, but I haven't tried much because they're really difficult to get here in the UK. So I am going to try more from prequel. And if you'd like a prequel review, let me know. The Rain says, could you recommend a good day moisturizer for mature skin? Yes. I am currently using this one. The Remedy Light. The light one's great in summer. The heavy one is great in winter. I use that interchangeably with my own moisturiser, which is just back in stock. Can't find it here, but I also use that one. Those are my two. I think good for mature skin. Hydrate without adding weight, which I think is really important in summer. Amy says that Lorraine, the madaboutskin moisturiser is my go-to daytime moisturiser. Breathable. Thank you, Amy. And it's breathable. I want to feel like my skin can breathe in summer. I don't want anything too heavy. Amy says, and Lorraine, I am mature. Amy, you don't look a day over 30, my love. Not a day over 30. And it is free if you just want to buy... actually, do you know what I'm saying this? Lorraine, I believe you bought the moisturiser. I was going to say, if you did want to buy it, it's free shipping. I believe I've seen your order. Reem, thank you for your order too. Lorraine, thank you for your order. Yes, the moisturiser. I hope you love it. You have to look back and let me know what you think of the moisturiser after you've tried it. Rahima, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. It's wet in gloomy London. Yeah, it's just wet in the UK. Like, I'm looking out the window. It's dark. It's wet. Where has our summer gone? Carolyn said the madaboutskin moisturiser is fabulous. Not missed a day. My skin stays hydrated all day long. Thank you. Let's see. Zeneva says, woohoo, good news about going to stars. Congrats. Thank you so much. It's early days. We've still got to sign a few things up, but it's looking promising. Angela says, I love the madaboutskin copper peptides. On my last half a bottle, my sister has one and stealing that next week when I go to see her. I love a good skincare theft. I'm all for it. I'm always like, you know, but then people do the same when they come to mine. They raid the cupboards, they raid the boxes, they take what they want, and I always say to you, just take what you want. Bring a carpet bag, take what you want. So when I go to others, I'm like, oh, that looks good. Do you mind if I have a go at that? Suzanne says, you made Damien's day yet again. Thanks for the hellos. You got a big rave right back. Thank you. Damien makes my day because he's such a little cutie. He's such a cutie. Let's see. Rumala says, I'm waiting for my Madabout copper peptides to arrive. I can't wait to hear what you say about them, my love. Nahima says, Rob, the weather is changing. I've started having the summer breakouts. Oh, I know. I can empathise, Rahima. I can empathise. The summer breakout is real. Here. Forehead. Do you know what? In summer, I can guarantee to anyone watching, I will guarantee you, I will break out my forehead and nowhere else. I don't get a single zit here, but forehead will be like acne central. Always in summer. I don't know how. Do you have any recommendations to reduce this? Yeah, you know what? I think, so first things first, Rahima. First things, don't change anything. Because I think we've had this conversation when we met, haven't we? About how, as adult acne, we'll call us warriors because it's a constant battle, isn't it? As adult acne warriors, the temptation is when you get a breakout to be like, right, attack, and you end up changing everything. That just makes the whole situation worse. So I would say with summer breakouts, key thing, change as little as possible, because that's probably going to trigger more breakouts. So change as little as possible. I would take a look at your moisturiser and say, first of all, do you need a moisturiser? Because in summer, sometimes I just do away with moisturisers completely. Let the skin breathe. It maybe doesn't need as much occlusivity as it does in the winter. Be consistent with your azelaic acid, because that's going to help the breakouts you do have heal a lot quicker, which is kind of the name of the game. So be consistent with your azelaic acid. Question whether you need a moisturiser or not. Still be on it with your sunscreen, because I know it's so tempting to stop sunscreen because we're breaking out, so stop sunscreen. But actually that's just going to make this hyperpigmentation so much worse. So keep with the sunscreen. And I would just generally say, benzoyl peroxide used in moderation. I don't use it all over the face. I'll just dab it on the zits when they appear. Does seem to work wonders for me. Especially I can put it on my forehead and it'll just help keep everything in check. It's not foolproof. It doesn't stop all of it, but it helps. So I would say if your breakout is weather related rather than hormonal, benzoyl peroxide works. I find benzoyl peroxide doesn't work for hormonal breakouts, but it can with weather related ones. That could work. If you don't want to go down benzoyl peroxide route, the ordinary sulfur paste is kind of like a good, slightly more gentle dupe that you could go for. Sulfur though, great for those summer breakouts. Hopefully that helps. But all I will say, love, is we're in this together, because I've already noticed in that hot spell we got, It's coming through already, so I feel you. I hear you. Nice Cello said the Prioderm tinted SPF is also amazing. I have had 2 recommendations for that, so I'm going to make a note of that and give it a go. Thank you. Oh, congrats on that progress with our crazy customs, Scott. We are sorted. Scott, did you get right? Scott, I'm asking. I might just message you this anyway. But did you get your order previously that was stuck with customs? Because we had so much problem about that orders at that time. All resolved now. All sorted. Customs is flowing freely. Did you get it? If you didn't, could you just message the customer service team on the contact us section of the website and just say new customs, new service, and we can resend it. Just want to make doubly sure you did. I think you did, but if you didn't, just message the customer service team and they will sort it out. Amy says 87 peeps here, only 47 likes. People, do better. Thank you, Amy. Yes, I'm going to take a big sip of my tea and say, if you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and when you come back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were, so you never miss out on anything. I'm going to take a big sip of this tea. Stunning. Big thank you to Sharon, who has ordered the cleansing cloths. Whilst that free shipping order this weekend, if anyone wants to try the cleansing cloths, now's a great time to not have to pay shipping. So thank you, Sharon. And to Jill, great to see you, my love. And thank you so much for your order. Much appreciated. Again, taking advantage of some free shipping. Why not? Why not? And the free shipping is on for the rest of the weekend. No code needed. Just place your order, www.madaboutskin.com, and when you get to the checkout, there'll be no shipping at all. Sophie says, hi, Madaboutskin family. Any update on the lip balm? The flavoured lip balms should be coming August time. Maybe July. Let's pitch for August. Very much can't wait. We just the packaging was the problem. Just needed to work on finalising the packaging, but fingers crossed, should all be good. A big thank you to Crucita from Pennsylvania. Thank you for your order, my love. Glad you're trying the cleansing cloths. They're just such a big seller. I know so many people love them, and I think free shipping weekend is the best time to try them. So I hope you will love them too, my love. Let's see. Suzanne said diet time. Cottage cheese with maple syrup, cinnamon, cacao powder, and chopped nectarine. Not going hungry. No siree. I don't know whether I'd love that. I think I probably would. I think that's got a lot of flavours I really like. I think... Can you send me some over, Suzanne? Pack some up in a Tupperware, send it over. I want to give that a try. That actually sounds quite nice. Cottage cheese is the one thing I'm a bit like hit and miss with, but that does actually sound really nice. Let's see. What's my thoughts on glutathione? Amazing. I think for the best results, you need to pair it with vitamin C. Paired with vitamin C, it is stunning. So yes to glutathione, but on its own, limited. With vitamin C, little game changer. The two of them actually like boost each other up. So if you're using one, you should absolutely be using the other, and vice versa. So yeah, huge fan of glutathione with vitamin C. Most vitamin C products now contain glutathione. Most glutathione products now contain vitamin C. Brands know how to formulate. So look at the Remedy is a really great one. The Remedy Vitamin C, one of my personal favourites. That contains glutathione and vitamin C. So that'd be the one that I would probably recommend. Absolutely love it. Suzanne says, now if I could ask the kid to stop smooshing his favourite cat, he just loves them. The cats put up with a lot. They do in our house too. They do in our house. Let's see. Right. KM said, thoughts on red light therapy? Yes. Don't like the Medicube Booster Pro. I think it's overpriced. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do like red light therapy. Great anti-acne, great anti-aging. You're just going to be consistent with it. So only buy it if you know you're someone that's going to sit down and do it 2 or 3 times a week. If you're not, it'd be a waste of money because consistency builds up the results. Let's see. Where am I? I've lost where I am in the chat. So let's see. Betty says, I only use long wear sunscreen. Supposedly the FDA is about to approve Tinosob. Apparently, they've been dragging the heels on this. So until it's approved, I'm not, counting my chickens. But hopefully it will be. Suzanne said, oh no, wait. I've lost where I am in the chat. Artri Patel says, thoughts on Arnica vitamin C. Arnica's great for bruising, great for hydration. I think it's one of those natural botanicals that actually should have a place in our skincare. I think it's really beneficial, yes. I mean, it's not a game changer, but it definitely helps with bruising, and if you've had any procedures done, it's great to minimise the bruising after that. Amy says, Susanna, just put on my arms, I was noticing it was not greasy, it sinks right in. Is this the Vaseline glutathione thing? I've heard about this, I might need to look it up. Scott says, we had a big pride scandal in Long Beach. They didn't put on the permits and the festival was cancelled. The city did put on the parade at least. Oh, at least there was something. At least I just love it how these local authorities don't realise they need permits for things that they've been doing for years. Like, come on. Who's doing this? Suzanne says, I like a little scent in the body care. I do. Body care and cleansers are the two things I don't mind having a scent to them because they don't linger because it's not under your nose or you're washing it off. Let's see where we are with the chat. Jan says, oh, my wife's the queen now with the crown. Does that mean I have to follow on all her instructions? I mean, I would say that was probably the case all along, Jan. I think just as good practice, do as Suzanne says. End of, irrespective of any crowns. I would just say that would be my general rule with stuff. But you know what? We'll see. But yeah, I would say generally just do as your wife says. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Amy says, Rob just taking random pills. I never thought of that. Yeah, I never thought of that, actually. This was sealed. It is vitamin. What is it? Hair vitamin, biotin. Formulate to contribute to the maintenance of normal hair. What's normal hair? Yeah, that's literally all it says. Yeah. I probably should be more quick. It just arrived. I like the packaging. And I thought, oh, take that. Yeah, do you know what? The more I think about it, the more sketchy that actually seems, Amy. I think you're probably right. I think I should probably stop. Let's see. Let's see where we are. Andrew says Merlin has his own madaboutskin cloth for his morning and evening face washes. I love that. I do use mine for my lawns ears when they get a bit mucky. So yeah. We have bougie pets. How is Merlin, by the way? Hopefully he's doing amazingly well. So see, Betty says morning 7 steps, evening 14 steps. That I love. I bet that is a lush routine as well. Let's see. Where am I with this chat? I keep missing. Do you exfoliate skin on your face? How and when? I do once a week. I use the madaboutskin light chemical peel gel once a week. Sometimes twice a week, once a week, because it kind of has all the exfoliants in one, and I like the kojic acid that you get in there as well. Should do it twice a week, but sometimes I forget, so I do it once a week. Definitely once a week, and that's all I exfoliate. I don't go overboard. Let's see. Where I think. What do I think to spicules? I think they're good, not on sensitive skin. So I think they do help penetrate the skincare better. So I like that, and I think it's definitely a positive addition to it. If you want your skincare to work quicker and more effectively, I would say yes to. I would say yes to spicules. But if you've got sensitive skin, they can be a bit problematic. So I kind of would say, yeah, be on the careful side with them. And also you don't have to use them every day. If you've got a product like the VT Riedel shot that has spicules in it, you can use it a couple of times a week if you're worried about the sensitivity. Scott says, happy Pride. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Happy Pride to you. Let's have a look. Suzanne says, Allies is amazing, but until I win the lottery, yeah. When I get my Kim Kardashian money, Allies all the way. Allies all the way. We'll see. Fristenberg says, I'm thinking of going to Rob and bringing an empty suitcase. You'd be welcome to. Honestly, anyone that comes to the house gets to fill their boots with any skincare you can take away. I've got it coming out of my ears. take it. So anyone that wants to pop over, you can. Amy's coming too. Great. Come on over, guys. I'll get the kettle on. Come on over. Bring a bag. Let's see. B says, how do I incorporate the ordinary volume fine line into the Mad About Skin copper peptide, hyperpigmentation, edema, and retinol? So I personally would use the copper peptide, hyperpigmentation, and retinol, and then I would put the volume fine line on at the end. I'd mix a couple of drops into your moisturizer for the best application, and that should make it work better. Hopefully. I would that would be my recommendation. Hopefully that works. So just gonna say big thank you to people whose orders have come in. Crucita, thank you so much. Anastasia, sending you all the love. Suzanne and Carolyn, thank you so much for all your orders and taking advantage of the free shipping weekend. Let's have a look. So B, I would put it in with your moisturizer. I just think it applies better. Then put a little extra on the lips because it's really plumping. Has anyone ordered skincare from TikTok? Yes, I go mad. That's some really good deals. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for a deal. What have I bought off TikTok shop recently? I bought this because it was 30% off. I bought both actually because they were 30% off. The Light On Serum by Beauty of Joseon, great vitamin C and centella serum. This is the Revive Eye Serum. Also love that. I bought this because it was down from £12 to £8, and I wanted to try it for a video on tinted sunscreens. Actually really love it. I bought the Oat Balm Cleanser from the Inkless because it was £8 down to £6, and I thought, you know what? And free shipping. I was like, might as well. I also got this free Vajazzle kit with that. Yeah, can you believe that? You heard that right. Yeah. Anyway, anyone who knows what that is, keep that to yourself because I won't be. Just for the avoidance of all doubt, I won't be. I'll give these to the kids and they can use them to decorate the pencil case. But yeah, you get a free Vajazzle kit with. I just don't know why anyone would want that. If you know what that is, keep it to yourself. It's one of those British things that was a thing, shouldn't be a thing, but it is. Anyway, I bought that off TikTok shop. What else? Yeah, I have gone mad. I have actually gone mad on TikTok shop recently. And then I bought I bought this as well because this Tretinoin, because I wanted to see if it was genuine and legit. Because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I was like, can you actually do this? I was just doing it for like market research purposes for a video coming up. It was sealed, and it is a brand that I have actually picked up on subscription in the UK before, so there is that. That was a bit wild. Anyway, but that's research for a video that I'm coming up about some skincare info. So yeah, I have. I do TikTok. If you haven't checked out the Mad About Skin TikTok, you can. I don't know what my TikTok handle is. I actually don't. I have no idea what that is. But if you go on TikTok and Google Mad About Skin, all one word, you'll find it. Anyway, I have done some reviews there, and if I do a review of a product, I will link it. So if you see that, you can link through and get the deals and stuff. I buy a lot from there. I wouldn't say. It's just because it's one click, isn't it? You literally just go on, click, done. All the Mad About Skin products are on TikTok shop as well, and they sell so well. So, you know, I have no problem with it. I would rather buy it there than on Amazon, because I'm always a bit dubious about Amazon skincare. I don't know. Let's see. Betty says, can't wait for the fat loss video. You are welcome. Hopefully it helps. So Crucita said, I will. You're out of the cleanser. I would have ordered that too. It will be coming. It will be coming back in about a week's time. And if anybody does want to order it in a week's time and they've already ordered, if you just drop the customer service team a note and say, I would have ordered the cleanser with my last order, but it was out of stock, we'll give you a free shipping code so you don't have to pay for shipping again. My promise to you guys. Betty says, Buzzing still sends the number eye cream in the bad container, the eye cream in the tube. The eye cream in the tube, this is the tiny one, but it's a larger tube than this, is the one with retinol. It's better. Yeah, always get the one in the tube. Suzanne says, flying through the comments now. Well, I feel like I have to catch up. I feel like I was so far behind, Suzanne. So Amy says, Betty, yes, the new eye cream has retinol, the old one has retinol. The new one in the tube is the one that everyone needs to go for. It's amazing. The old one, not that great. I mean, it was great, but the packaging was terrible. Betty says, I love remedy moisturizer. Same. Let's see. Tonic New York City. I need to try this out. I need to try this out, Angela. I'm going to go check it out as soon as I'm off the live. Let's see. Suzanne says, of course, Jan misses Rob's Rules of Wisdom. Copy it. Copy that segment and just play it back. Play it back, Suzanne. I've got you. I've got you. Suzanne says, I'm setting it as a ringtone and an alarm. You need to remind him. Yeah, be on it, Suzanne. Be on it. Do I think that red light therapy would aggravate hyperpigmentation? It shouldn't. If you go with a reputable mask and you use it according to the instructions, you should be okay. You should be okay. Angela says, I have mature skin, use Geeking Gorgeous Hydration Station. I love that moisturiser. Ectoin, all amazing. I have a few that use depending on the skin and what my skin needs. I am also quite picky with my moisturisers. I'll mix it up dependent on what my skin needs on that day. Leslie says, can anyone recommend a lifting mask that doesn't contain exfoliants? Does the Numbuzzing one? Bear with me, Leslie. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so Leslie, I would get the Numbuzzing NAD Bio Lifting Mask. This genuinely does firm and lift. It's great. It comes with like an attachment. It's great. All I would say though, Leslie, is you get so much serum in this, like so much. Cut it carefully at the corner, pull the mask out, use the mask, and then use the serum that's in here for the next week. You've got a week's worth of serum in this, so don't throw it out. Take a corner off, take the mask out, fold the corner over, keep it in the fridge. You've got a week's worth of serum there. That doesn't have an exfoliating acid in it. Really, really good. Angela says, Mizon Circularonic Water Fit Mask, best mask ever. Also do love that one. That has, James Welsh recommended that one to me and it's never steered me wrong. Absolutely love it. Christina, thank you so much for your order, my love. Much appreciated. Again, taking advantage of that free shipping. We love it. Thank you so much. Carolyn says, I have 3 madaboutskin copper peptides in the wings, but just ordered 3 more, use day and night, so I'm afraid I'll run out and be out of stock. The good news is the current batch has an expiry date. Oh gosh, got the wrong glasses on for this, has an expiry date of December next year. So you've got until December 2027 to use it. So it's good to stock up because it'll last forever. Yeah, and Amy is right. Scott is the mask king. Amy, you can't steal his crown. Scott was the one that influenced me to buy this. I've never looked back. Well, the story is I got sent a set of these free in PR. I don't really go in for masks, so I sent them to Scott because I know he loves a good mask. Scott was so singing of their praises that I then went and rebought the PR that I'd just given away because I had FOMO. I was that influenced. So yeah, listen to Scott. Betty says, I use a lot of humectants in my Tret, so I don't use a moisturiser in summer. This is it. If you're layering multiple humectants, you don't always need to have a moisturiser. Chris says, I'm coming over, get the Betty's ready. It's on, Chris. You come over, bring a bag. Bring a big bag. And Betty says, yeah, don't forget about azelaic acid for breakouts. Absolute gold. Andrew says, how can TikTok sell so cheaply? I think a lot of it, when it comes to, I think a lot of brands, and I don't know because I don't do sponsorships, I don't work with brands, so I don't really know. I think a lot of it is get the hook. So like, for example, this by Garnier, it was say £8. They're still making profit on that. By the time they take the seller commission and the TikTok commission out of it, they're probably making £6.50, say, like on it. This probably cost them £3 to make. So they're still getting 100% margin, even with a really good sale. That's how big the margins are in skincare. They're still making money, even though they're selling this 30% off, and they're paying a seller commission, and they're paying TikTok commission. They're still making a profit. So, and also I think they do it as almost like a loss leader, because once you try this once, 1 click is all it takes to buy it. You try it, you like it, you keep buying it. And so they've got your full price orders for the next 2 years. I think that's why they do these sales. Same with like Beauty of Joseph and stuff. I think. I don't know. Amy says, Rob, what are you bedazzling? Amy, it's not a bedazzle. That's all I'll say. So Amy, if you want me to send them, if you want to have a go, love, you want to have a go, you just let me know. I'll send them your way. It was a thing. Was it The Only Way Is Essex, where people went to a we'll call it a salon, would have a wax, and then they say, do you want a vajazzle with that? I'd be like, go for it. And then you'd end up coming out diamanted. I just can't imagine the chafing. Sandra said, these were always great skincare deals on Vinted. I have never tried Vinted. Should I give it a go? Should I give it a go? Scott says, oh my God, trying to be good. Fight the urge, Scott. Fight the urge. Chrissy said, thank you, Rob, for all you do and the great tips. Happy was here for this live. Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for being here, my love. Let's see. Betty said, it doesn't take me back to where I was in the chat. It doesn't take me back to where I was in the chat. It's quite annoying. Sometimes it should do. But sometimes. B said, Rob, what do you recommend for the neck aside from DME, copper peptides? I have bad dermatitis with retinoids. I would personally stick to what you're doing. If you have dermatitis and you have a risk of flare-up, I would stick to what you're using. I think generally speaking, that will deliver you the best results. It just takes time. I feel like the neck is a difficult area and you need to be using things for like a year to really see results. So I would say keep to what you're doing. DMAE, copper peptides, a retinoid if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. And I would use ceramides because a lot of the irritation we get in the neck is because of an impaired barrier function. So use a nice ceramide moisturizer. That will be like the holy trinity of like goodness for the neck. Let's see. D. Harris says, thoughts on the bubble colour corrector for after effects of rosacea flare? I've never tried it, so I guess I would caveat it by saying never actually tried it, but it should be good. On the face of it, it should be good. Angela says, okay, I'll look at TikTok shop. Yeah, if you just go to the madaboutskin TikTok website, like TikTok page, you'll see some recent videos. I've done reviews on products like this. If you're interested to try it, it's linked. I just link it because I'm not sponsored by any of the brands. And I bought I bought all of these with my own money. Yeah, I bought all of these with my own money. I just do a review. If the link is there, you can use the link. It is the commission link, so I do get like a small percentage of commission. I don't even know what it is. I get a small commission link through it. But I would say, yeah, if it helps you to find it, that should help. And I'm always grateful for the commission, even though it's not like I'm sponsored to say anything, but I'm always grateful for the commission. Sophie says, I'm coming to Rob stock up. I live close by. Sophie, you pop by. I'll fill you back up with some skincare. Amy says, Angela, I love skincare at TikTok shop. Just make sure they're offering free shipping. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The free shipping, the shipping rate in the UK is something like $2.99, so it's never too bad. I do always like do it when I get free shipping, but even $2.99 isn't too bad, and you can usually get a good voucher. Flora says, thank you, Rob. Question is, can I use Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptides and A-Game Retinol in the same routine? Yes, 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 and yes. And you can use it with the Sea Glow as well. The formula of the Power Peptides means that they're protected, so you can use them with vitamin C and retinoids, no problem at all. B said, I'm swimming across the Atlantic so I could raid your beauty cupboard, Rob. See that? I'll get a towel ready, shall I? If you're swimming, I'll get a towel ready. Oh, Angela says, hypochlorous acid spray by Napier's, great for a rosacea flare-up. Hypochlorous acid, absolutely amazing. So it says the Vajazzle kit. It was a thing. I just don't know why they think that was appropriate to send with the sunscreen. And that's what it was sold as. Like, I don't know. I mean, you could just stick it on the bottle, I guess. I'm going to give it, do you know what? I'm going to give it to the kids. They can bejazzle whatever they want. Let's see. Amy says, does Rob have someone off camera just handing the product? Amy, love, how long have you known me? Do you really think I would be that organised and that efficient? No. I am flattered that you think I could organise that. What's your thoughts on Medicube overnight wrapping mask? Everybody loves it. I haven't tried it. I hate overnight masks. Like the HEO mask by Medicate is the only one I can use without feeling claustrophobic and my skin's weighed down. Oh, Amy says Lorne is Rob's poor assistant. Did you hear that, Lorne? Poor assistant. Yeah, he doesn't look impressed by that joke. No, it didn't resonate with the dog. No. Suzanne, I really think it does. Leslie said, thank you, Rob. You're welcome, Leslie. You're welcome, my love. And I think I've missed some of the comments. I'm really sorry if I have. YouTube is like whizzing past. Let's see. Rob, any chance of fur baby viewing? Amy, you know it. He's sat here. You know it. Coming in a minute, I promise. Oh, modulating glucosides is great for the neck. Really good for the neck. I would second that. Christopher said, my cat just woke up and she wants cuddles. I should send her down to Damien so she get all smooches. Damien is now taking commissions for cat smooching and cuddling. Yep, because one of my cat, Leo, is relentless for cuddles. Always wants cuddles. Chris says, I think I live close too. I'm in Swindon. Do you know I used to work in Swindon? I used to work in the Brunel Centre in Swindon. If you know, you know. Oh, that was years ago. That was years ago. But I used to work in the Brunel Centre in Swindon. Oh, hello, Lorne. Have you come to say hi? Oh, he's literally come, Amy, just for you. Hello, big lad. Oh, come on then. You can say hello to everybody. Hello. Yes, hello. I know. Oh, that breath is fresh. Oh, gosh, what have you been eating? Oof. Yeah, you stink, dog. What have you been eating? Dare I ask? Right, let's just be. Angela says, I'm in Norfolk, 4 hours away. Yeah, about 4 hours, I reckon. About 4 hours. Bessie says, I'm dubious about Amazon skincare too. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's legit on there, but I'm always a bit more wary. Angela says, I hate gel masks suffocating skin. I agree too. Just for the record, Jan says, just for the record, Rob has been saying vajazzle. Yeah, that's the thing. Google it, but Google it, not suitable for work. Google it, but not suitable for work. It's not my fault if your internet history gets searched. Not on me. And just says, I think Rob Secret likes that word. Maybe I should. Maybe I should market it. I'm going to have to come back for a visit. Coffee in the Brunel Centre. Sophie says, Rob, looking for a high PPD sunscreen. The Ultraris face one was okay, but stung near the eyes. Have oily skin. My cheeks were irritated in the heat last week. Trying to stop pigmentation. So I'd say, Sophie, there's a couple. The higher the PPD rating, generally speaking, the slightly more oily it'll seem. So I would, anything over 19 is considered high. The madaboutskin one is 23. So that's ultra high, and is suitable for sensitive skin and oily skin. Bioderma do a super high one. I can't remember which one it is, but they have one that's over 50. The PPD on the Geek and Gorgeous is also 26, I believe, 28, 26. Also a good option. Great for oily skin. Have a lovely Sunday, Jan. Anyway, I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't mean to hide you. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Has Tom hidden Amy? You can't hide Amy, Tom. I don't know how to get her back. I don't know how to get her back, Tom. Undo what you've done. I'll have to find out. I'll find out. Leave it with me. I'll find out. Oh, Amy's back. Panic over. Because if you hit her, I don't know how to get her back. That'd give me a chuckle. Right, Lon, shall we... you want to go for your walk now? So say goodbye to everyone. Say goodbye to everyone. Oh, yes. Right. Go on in your bed then. Right. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. I got to the end of the comments. Yay. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for everyone who's ordered. Really, really appreciate it. And just... I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. Hopefully everyone has a calm, safe, happy and healthy Sunday. And I'm sending you all so much love, guys. And the biggest hug. Love you all. Take care. Bye.